Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bat Châtillon Bourrasque. It's a Tier 8 French premium medium tank. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and this one is under the command of XxDarkTankynouxxX. Yes, that's quite a name. He's in the ULTI clan. 105mm main gun, capable of doing 360 alpha with standard rounds APCR, doing 190 alpha with the standard rounds with the premium APCR, 240mm. Ever since this thing came out, it's been terrorizing people all over the game, mainly because it is very, very OP indeed. In fact, people playing this tank have ended up with some pretty high scores. Well, he's got his first spot, and it's an Obsidian, but that Saladin actually drew a lot of fire all of a sudden. Now, maybe they'll blame the Saladin for all of the trouble, and yes, they seem to be giving him a lot of... Yeah, he's even attracting the Arty fire. And we can see it's an ELC-790 up in the spotting bush up there. So everyone's going to blame the Saladin, but it means that XxDarkTankynouxxX is probably not going to get as much spotting as he would like. In fact, he only seemed to see the Obsidian before everything else was spotted by his teammate charging through and attracting all the spots. So you see, he's only got 981, and that's the brief amount he got right at the start. Now, that Saladin is getting absolutely hammered by the Arty at the moment, which you'd expect. And that might mean that the Arty is going to leave this bush alone. Okay, spotting an IS-2 too. Now, he is picking up some spotting, so it's not a complete loss, but very, very little. Okay, a bit about the vehicle. It's a Bat Châtillon 12-ton hull with an EBR 105 turret. Now, the EBR never had a 105mm gun. They never built a turret for it. They did build the EBR 13, they did build the AMX 1390, which is the turret which I believe they actually did use, or they did generate a version for the EBR. I think it was the EBR 90 did actually exist. It is a real tank. It's just the EBR 105 is not. So this is a cross combination. They made it a medium tank, even though it's a light tank combination. But the fact of the matter is that means that it should have light tank qualities. You know, it should have great camo on the move. And it looks like the enemy has abandoned this side of the map. Yeah, they basically abandoned their left flank. They've allowed TankynouxxX to get really up close. This is very, very bad news by the enemy team. They obviously are not playing this very well. Their Arty, by the way, is Lorraine 15551, issue 1:30 PM. He spotted that guy for sure. So their Arty is capable of about one shot every 25 seconds or so, with a 155mm alpha, which is about 660. So we don't really want to get hit by him because he really would be dangerous. And we don't want to knock that tree over if we can help it. Let's see, he stuck it through but kept the reference points in the bush. Just the barrel pointing out, that's okay. He didn't want to knock that tree down either. That would have been a total giveaway. And we know where the Lorraine is located. Now, obviously, I mentioned him because I'm an Arty player, but the fact of the matter is he does need to know where that Lorraine is, because he might start receiving fire from the guy. And wow, he did get close to the Obsidian, who's just a short distance on, but he's not actually staying in that position. He's decided to turn around and run back. All the spotting's been done for that point. I get the feeling what he's going to do now is try and help on the mid-level. Well, they just lost their Scorpion, but they still have a Bourrasque in play on the ramp. And they're indicating him, yes, because he's probably on that ramp, spotting our guys by popping out of the bush every now and then. He's probably up there. And he's probably looking in this general direction at the moment, actually, because if he's on the ramp, that's what you do. Yes, he is there. There he is. He did attract fire. We fired from inside the bush, and we got one hit, but we did get spotted by the Obsidian. Or was it the Bourrasque himself who spotted us? Well, anyway, he's gone unspotted now momentarily. The T-103 did try and nail us, and the Bourrasque is gone. But I suspect the T-103 is now going to lose sight of us because we did put that bush, the spotting bush, between us and the T-103. And no more sightings, so obviously he has lost sight of us. The Obsidian's still there, but of course he's got a pretty poor view range. And he's gone. Well, that's good news, but what have we got coming down the hill? Oh, it's a Skoda T56. And there's the T-103. Now, have we been spotted? I don't think so. We would be spotted if we open fire, but he's not doing that. You can see why he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel. It's not just because he's doing damage. It's also he's smart enough to know don't open fire when you don't want to reveal your position. And seeing he's out in the field, he is vulnerable at the moment. But they can't see him because he's so camouflaged. It's a very small size with this vehicle, which means that camo is very good. But when you open fire with that 105mm gun, and it's a 2-shot autoloader, so it does have a fairly big flash, then they'll see it. So ideally you want to stay hidden. And he can still sit in the open like this, and they can't see him at all, because he's so low down. He's just trying to stay as close as he can to highlight that Progetto. And remember, that's the auto reloader. He's looking in this general direction, but I think that's because there's a Borsig behind us, and he's probably looking at that. The Borsig is being spotted by the SU-130PM and the Panther 88, and they're just the other side of the hedge to our right, but he still can't see us. T-103 just over the ridge line by the lake. We can get shots on the Progetto if we do fire. T-103 is probably going to spot us immediately. He puts one in. Can he get the kill shot? Yes, he does. 2-second intra-clip reload. The aim time for this thing is 3.36, which is quite long. Now he sees these tanks up here, and he knows that he's got to stop the AMX 65 ton from getting the cap area. He's had a quick look behind him for that T-103. Oh, and the AMX is not alone. He's got a company. Okay, so he's pushed himself. He's not coming out. Vipera's the type. He's a one-shot. We can do him. 360 Alpha means we can wipe him out with 1 round. But if we do open fire, the AMX 65 ton is probably going to open fire at us as well. And unfortunately, the Arty on the enemy team just killed our Type 59. So he's pulling away from here because it's a bit overmatched at the moment. 2 enemy tanks. He needs to snipe the enemy. There's only 2 enemies, 2 teammates left. The Bourrasque, the Borsig rather, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger just killed the Skoda T56. Now that's a good kill. Can he get this score? Skoda SU-130? No, he can't. Unfortunately, he's in a ground depression at the moment, so... Whoa! That shell shot past us and killed the Vipera. So Waffenträger gets another kill. He's got 4 now. The enemy is capping, so we have to do a reset. But the good news now is that AMX 65 ton is all alone, and we can reset him from here. Okay, he's only got premium rounds. Let it settle. Yeah, nice reset. Go for the kill. Yep, perfect. Now the enemy's starting to get worried because we were outnumbered. Well, we were at one point outnumbered 3 to 2. Not 3 to 2, 3 to 1. But now it's actually gone down to 2 to 1. So this is changing things. Now he can take out that T-103. He goes up here, goes onto the heights where the bush is, and then he can look down on the T-103 and hopefully take him out. If he can't see him, he can move up to the center bush and take him out that way. So hopefully he'll be able to get up here without being spotted. Only 4 left on the enemy team, and that includes their Arty. Now, where is that T-103? There he is. No, he's gone the other side of the ridgeline. So in order to get a... Oh, we can do it! We can do him! Settle. Puts the first one through his side. Gets the second one in, and he was never spotted. So he's got another kill, and that's 3 kills now. He needs to platoon with the Borsig. And he's got it. So now they are brothers in arms linked. The Borsig just got the S-130 PM. Can we get the kill? Yes, he does! 4 kills apiece now. This is looking good. And he basically, the Borsig gave that one to him. But the Borsig couldn't get it from that angle because he was on the bank. But they now know where the Lorraine is. As I said at the start of the game, you need to know where the RT might be to know which angle they're firing at you from. And he's really got this one right. Oh, he's found the Lorraine. He was relocating, but it's too late for the Lorraine now. He gets hit, and there's the kill shot. And that means now the last enemy is the Panther 88, the Tier 8 Premium, which is not very good. That's diabolically bad. When I first got one of those, I tried taking it out and fighting it like a standard Panther. No way, it's not like that. Oh, he's just loaded. Okay, first shot bad, second shot gets in. Now he's moving, and he's hoping the Borsig does some damage. Oh, that's the 88mm round. He's dived for the water to get a bit of cover, and he's drawing that 88 in, and the Borsig's doing the job. He's not on one shot yet. Now he is. Kill shot wins the game. And that was a really good game for Tanky New. I hope you enjoyed that game, because that was an ace tanker in the Bourrasque for Dark Tanky New of the ULTI clan. He managed to get a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points of his own vehicle, Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that one. He managed to get 6. He got a brothers in arms because he was in platoon with somebody else who had at least 3 kills. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. Yes, the 88 was the last kill, and that was the Top Gun. And on top of that, he got the patrol duty for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. In fact, whilst he was sitting out in the middle of the field, he was providing good spotting for the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger who was sitting behind him shooting at the enemy. That's why the guns on the Progetto 46 were actually looking in his general direction, but they were actually looking at the Borsig that was behind him, because that was the guy who was shooting them. But they couldn't see Dark Tanky New because he was in the bushes, and he's got great camo. His winning from that one, 8,101, and you have to scroll the page to see all the tanks he hit. That's Super Unicum and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in that game, but I don't think he minds handing it over to the Borsig, because he got a brothers in arms, high caliber, and a Confederate for 3,959 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to, yes, Dark Tanky New with 3,474. And the third highest damage in this game went to the Skoda T56 on the enemy team with 2,543. When it came to kills, though, Dark Tanky New got that one. 6 kills to him. 4 kills went to the Borsig, and 4 kills also went to the Lorraine 15551. So, yes, he was a good player on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he got the second score on the hit points, top on the number of kills, top on the base XP. 1,594 went to Dark Tanky New, 1,044 went to the Borsig, and the third highest base XP is the Type 59, who got wiped out by the enemy Arty, and he got 817. He fired 15 rounds in the game. Yes, they were all premiums. 14 direct hits on the enemy, 13 penetrations, 3,474 hit points, of which 1,198 were at more than 300 meters, so most of the damage done at close range. 1 hit received from the enemy. It was a hit by way of splash damage, and 7 enemy vehicles were spotted. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 killed, 3,684 hit points of spotting assist, and he got 32 defense points when he reset the AMX 65 ton. On a premium count, he actually earned 81,648 credits from that game, and he also took away 12,194 experience points. This was a recent game. he got 9,564 for completing a mission. So yes, that's a big jump on crew skills on that moment. So a superb game there for DarkTankynouxxX. Ace tanker and a very high win rate and a very high base XP as well. A good example of how a Bourrasque can work with a tank destroyer to provide the tank destroyer with long range view so that he can then do his business and take the enemy down. When he dived into that water there, I thought, oh dear, he might actually draw the enemy in on him. But in actual fact, he was just waiting for that guy to move so that the Bourrasque could get a nice shot, last one shot that he needed to take him down to a one shot, and then he could take the guy out. So very well done indeed in that game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.